So Satnam, and let's do our practice for oneness and also for chakras. For the chakra, this is a clearing the chakras warm-up based on the Kriya to clear the chakras, but we're not going to do it just in a shorter and a softer order than normally the Kriya would be. So let's just bring our hands together. Engage that life force from our hands, the energy, the magnetism in our hands, and bring then the palms together in our heart, next to our heart chakra, feeling the thumb at the breastbone and the left supporting the right and the right supporting the left. Take a deep breath in and allow your roots to grow deep into Mother Earth. Ground yourself. Allow the connection, communication, and nourishment to ground you into a wider connection and consciousness from the down. And then breathe out and allow that information and energy like a sap rise up to your heart. And with the deep breath in again, grow your roots. And with that breath out, allow that energy and support to rise to your heart. And just breathing there in and out to connect. And if you haven't already closed your eyes, you can close your eyes now and bring them to the third eye point. And then we breathe in, and with the out breath allow the sap and energy, warmth go all the way up to your third eye point. With the breath in again, connect to your heart, your belly, your roots. And with the out breath allow the third eye and also the crown chakra to be awakened and opened. Connecting to Father Sky, the consciousness in the universe. And deep breath in. And a deep breath out and recognizing your aura. Beautiful, bright, present. All around you. And breathing in and out in your own time. To ground and awaken. I'm going to start with chanting Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the higher teacher within me, my higher self and my higher consciousness. Let's take a deep breath in and start chanting 3 times. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in, engage your root lock. Anus, 6 organs and navel center. Hold your breath, press the palms, calmly, gracefully together, empowering. And allow the energy to rise up through your spine all the way to the heart, to the third eye, and beam your projection out into the world. And breathe out and relax your palms to your knees, palms facing upwards. Feel how you feel. And you can keep your eyes closed. And we're going to start with our lowest root chakra, with the color red and our basic security. And take a deep breath in and engage your root lock, anus, sex organs, perineum, navel center. Allow that to engage, holding your breath. And then breathe slowly out and relax, release the Mulaband, the root chakra, from the lock. And in your own pace, you can breathe in deeply, hold your breath, engage the Mulaband, anus, sex organs, and navel center, squeezing up and in, while your heart and your shoulders remain relaxed and the energy is shooting upwards. And breathe out. A few more rounds. And then one last full round. And then just relax and stay there for a while. And you can still keep your eyes closed, but grab your knees. And we're going to start doing very slow, gentle, and even very not so big Sufi grind. And we're going to keep the focus on our very, very lowest part of the body. So thinking about the sit bones, the pubic bone. Again, the sit bone and then the tailbone. Warming up the lower triangle of our chakras, particularly the second chakra. The one for creativity, giving birth, our passion. And you will notice that if you think about that the square of your pubic bone, the sit bone left and the sit bone right, and the tailbone. When you keep thinking about those moving, you also start moving your belly and your navel. With long breaths in when you come forwards and breath out when you come backwards, and allowing your back to curve while keeping your head straight. Keeping our head straight allows the spine to move more. When we move our head, then the head is moving, but the spine tends to not move so much. And then let's change the direction. And now if you want to make bigger circles, you can do bigger circles. Keep it grounded. Keep it wide and really searching for the edges. There's no hurry. This is a warm-up. And then let's start making smaller and smaller circles. Until you arrive to the middle. Slowly, slowly arriving towards the middle. And then let's take a deep breath in, engage your root lock, holding your breath. And then breathe out and relax. Feel how you feel. If you want to change your legs, you can do that. Bringing one of the legs in front. And grab the shin in front of you for spinal flex. And again, let's keep the focus on the lower part of the body. So really the sit bones and the tailbone, navel and the pubic bone. To begin with, we're just going to go with that lower triangle of our chakras. Now including also the navel and the third chakra, which is around the navel, and also involving the belly and the solar plexus. The color is orange, and this has to do with ourselves, our identity, and our presence, our willpower. Breathing in when you come forwards and breathing out when you come backwards. And you can gaze at the third eye point if you want, but remember your roots. Don't go high in your energy. They stay very low, very grounded. And then come to stillness. Take a deep breath in. Hold your root lock. And then breathe out. And bring your legs in front of you and just shake your legs for a while. And let's come to rock pose. Remember to make it comfortable for you. If it's really hard, you can sit on a chair. Or put something in between your legs. You could do it like this. This is a possibility if you like. And now we're going to do the same thing. Spinal flex in the rock pose. And now we're really moving to the third chakra. The energy is coming up towards our belly, to our ribs. You can more involve your shoulder blades and your elbows to allow you to really open your heart and your belly, and then allow the spine to move. And again, keep your chin tucked in, and we don't tilt or let the head drop, so that the spine needs to find a movement. It could be a quite short, it might feel like a less big movement, but it's actually deeper, and that's where we want to go. Also make sure that you don't move forwards and backwards, but the shoulders are staying aligned with the hips, and it is the spine and the rib cage and belly that are moving. Beautiful. And now we're lifting the energy up towards the heart chakra. Beautiful. And then come to center, take a deep breath in, hold your breath, squeeze your root lock, and then breathe out. And then you can open your eyes and bring your hands to your sides and really root your elbows to your shoulder blades. They don't have to be straight, but just root your shoulder blades. And then lift your hands up to the point where your shoulders do not rise. So just where your hands are there. And then bring your hands to your shoulders. So you're having an elevated sense in your rib cage and in your arms. And if this is a heart position, you can cross your hands over. But what we're going to do is breathe in to the left and breathe out to the right. You can close your eyes and look at the third eye point. Keep it soft. If your spine is not warm, just keep it very gentle. It's a powerful practice even without forcing. Let's use the yin, the grounded softness of the feminine to allow our body to open. Not forcing the body, but allowing openness. Three, 2, 1. Come to center. Take a deep breath in. Elevate your rib cage. Hold your breath. Engage the root lock. And breathe out. Allow your palms to come down. And your hands are at your knees. And allow your shoulders to start rotating. Shoulder rolls. Forwards and up with a deep in-breath. Out-breath when you allow the shoulder blades to go down. You can do this really, really slow and deep. So you can really go into unlocking deep tensions. Use the breath as your oil. And then let's change the direction. Deep breath in with the elbows, bringing your shoulders back and up. And then forwards with an out breath. And allow really the depth of that movement to go deep into your rib cage, into your shoulder blades, into your heart and lungs. And last round. And then allow your shoulders to relax. You can move them a little bit, wiggle them gently to relax. Great. And then we're going to do neck rolls. So allowing your head to fall down, and then let's do a couple of rounds one way. And coming to the front with the out breath. And remember to hold your head so that it doesn't fall. More think about the heart opening to the sky when you go back. And then let's change direction. One more round. After you finish this one, and then bring your head to the center and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And the next one, we're going to come to cow position. So all fours. And allowing the belly to drop. And the head is looking up. You can open your throat and you also open your sit bones. So the part between your the bones, sit bones and the hamstring, allow that to extend. Now we're going to look up, and we're going to keep on looking up. Breath of fire. If you're pregnant or menstruating, or you're just having a day that you're not so strong, that it doesn't feel right or good to do breath of fire, for example, if you have low blood pressure or high blood pressure, then do it gently or just long deep breathing. Eyes are open and looking up. We're waking up and clearing the third eye, our sixth chakra. Three, two, one. Take a deep breath in. Coming to cat, the opposite position. Press really with your hands so that you're pushing yourself away from the ground. Eyes at the third eye point, closed. Breath of fire. So in a cat position, the belly is coming towards the spine, but at the same time it's doing the pumping of the breath of fire. Again, feel into it. If it's good, take breaks if it feels like too much. Three, two, one. Take a deep breath in and relax and come back into cross-legged position for our last warm-up posture. If you need to take a sip of water or something, you can do that. So the shoulder parts were opening our throat chakra. And the last ones were for the third eye. And now we're having the crown. And it's ending with opening up into our aura. So Venus lock, fingers interlaced on top of your head. And bring your eyes to look at the top of your head. If you want to really open that connection, we can do breath of fire. But if you find that you want to be in a very calm, serene and more grounded state, that you don't need to lift the Kundalini, but you want to more ground, then have long, deep breathing. Ground your shoulder blades into, and your arms into your shoulder blades, and your shoulder blades into your pubic bone and tailbone, your sides. Long, deep roots into Mother Earth while opening up the crown, feeling the blessing and the energy of your palms. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in, engage your root lock, hold your breath. And you can keep your eyes closed, but when you let go of the breath, breathe slowly and open your hands, brushing the aura. Feel how it opens up. This powerful electromagnetic field from the top of your head all the way around you to the ground. And actually our aura is all the way 6 feet down to the ground. Like an iceberg, it's bigger down than on top. Just feel and sense. You can keep your eyes closed and bring your palms interlaced to Venus lock into your lap. Eyes closed, pointed to the chin. We start our Kriya for oneness. Chanting first quietly and then increasing for 3 minutes. God and me and God are one. 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 Last round. God and me and God are one. Take a deep breath in, hold your breath and bring your palms to your diaphragm. Breathe out, breath of fire powerfully so that you're dancing from your belly up. Press your palms into the belly, opposite of the breath of fire. You can even bring your elbows back so that you can create that pressure. Great work. If this is too powerful for you, then long deep breathing. Feel the pressure on your diaphragm with the long deep breaths. And trust your intuition, trust your Satnam, knowing when it's a good thing to do and when it's not a good thing to do. When it's just the discomfort that makes you want to skip it, and when it's actually something that you really, really want to do to engage, invigorate, and connect. We're on the last minute. Relax your shoulders. Remind yourself to keep your chin tucked in so that your neck can fall upwards and be released upwards. Long spine, rooting the sit bones down. Allow your tailbone to relax so that your navel can engage and your sides and your rib cage can engage. Keep your heart open and allow the energy to flow up and down, up and down. Don't hold and compress. Keep it flowing. Allow it to go through you. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Press your diaphragm. Relax your breath. Relax your hands into your lap. Circle a breath through your mouth vigorously if you feel like it. Again, allowing the belly to dance. We're really engaging all the muscles. We're massaging the internal organs and the chakras, but we're also pumping the lymph, so clarifying, clearing the body so that we can really become a vessel of connection. Close your eyes, looking at the chin. Remember, you can do it very slow. If you want to ground, go into the yin, the feminine, then long deep breaths. Just sense what is good for you. Three, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. Bring your hands into your heart center, your chest. Press again, bringing your elbows back. Breathe out. Another deep breath in. Hold. And out. Last time. Take a deep breath in. Press vigorously. Hold your breath. Left. Right. Hold your breath at the center as long as you can. Hold it. Hold it. Break through the barriers. Break through the dust and fog in your brain. And then relax. Relax. Relax your hands to your knees. Allow that openness and the connection and bliss emerge. Come lying down on your back. Cover yourself. Keep yourself warm. Socks. And a cover. Allow your nervous system to know that it's a moment of rest and safety. And just allow your neck to release and relax. Allow your head to be heavy. Let go of the weight that it has. Feel the skull almost like cracking open. And both of the ears are melting into the ground like ice cream. And the brain inside of your head is taking all the space it needs and wants and has naturally. Allowing the eyes to fall deeper into the eye sockets. The nose is opening for the breath to come in and out freely. Cheeks are relaxing. The jawbone is releasing, allowing the lips to part, the teeth part, and the tongue drop deeper into your mouth. You might want to swallow, allowing the throat and the esophagus to relax. Maybe there is a sigh coming as a reflex, and allow that to emerge so that your lungs, your heart, your internal organs, your shoulders and neck and hands can relax. All the upper body is releasing to the ground and releasing to the skies. Allow the points that touch the ground really yield into the ground, Mother Earth, to be held and carried, nursed and cradled. Allow your legs to be heavy like ripe fruit. And your soles of the feet be clean like in a spring water pond. Allow your belly to relax all the way from the diaphragm and rib cage, all the way down to the intestines, sexual organs, pubic bone, hip flexors, all the hip bones, the tailbone and the buttocks, yielding down to Mother Earth. Allow all the fluids to relax, melting from the trees and the mountain tops and falling down like rivers into the ocean. And allow all the molecules and cells swim freely in your body. And all the atoms and protons and dust just float freely, weightlessly, with all the other particles in the universe. Allow all the energy to flow where it naturally flows, with its own immense and deeply wise intelligence. Allow yourself to rest. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And you can wiggle your fingers and toes very gently. And then rotating your wrists and your ankles one direction and then the other direction. And then with the deep breath in, stretch yourself. Allow really all the bodies to stretch. From the fingertips to the toes, from the belly to your armpits and your hip joints. Allow there to be space. Allow there to be space for nourishment and energy to come in. And then bring your knees to your chest. Give your lower back a good old massage with a lot of kindness and nourishment, and being the best cheerleader of your own body for all the things it does. Give it some love. And if you want to do a cat stretch, you can do that. And then you can come up in your own way, either as a rocking chair or resting on the side, and then pushing yourself up. Have a sip of water. And more than else, if you take a moment to just arrive back, reassess. And let's move to the last part, to the dessert. We're going to do a 3-minute Trikuti meditation. Bring your hands in Gyan Mudra, allowing your shoulders again to rest down. Feel the shoulder blades connected to your rib cage, and the front of your rib cage is rooted down with the rubber band into your pelvic bone. So both sides. So you're not, and your tailbone is rooting as well, allowing it to relax. So 2 breaths in through your mouth, O-shaped mouth. 1 breath out through your nose. Close your eyes and bring them to the third eye point. Now find the rhythm that suits you today best. Find your Satnam. And allow your belly to be active. There's so much benefits when we activate our belly, allowing that buoyancy and flexibility of the stomach. Not being afraid of a soft belly. The soft belly is good. We're clearing our intuition. And now with the warm-up of the chakras, we have this very beautifully open and cleared pathway into our intuition and through the Kriya to the oneness of everything, of cosmos, of Mother Earth, of us, of humanity, planetary life, karma, lifetimes, destinies, learning, receiving, growing, knowing. Remember to have your chin tucked in so the energy can go through the spine, all the way up from the root, through the neck, to the crown, and through the crown to the cosmos. So we have a clear connection between the heaven and the earth. A conduit. Three, two, one. Take a deep breath in, hold your breath, create the root lock, a very tight spine. Allow all that energy to rise up and push through all the way up to the crown, all the way up to your aura, all the way up to the cosmos while being deeply rooted and grounded. The balance. And breathe out, bring your palms to your knees. Feel how you feel. Observe and bask in the bliss. Rest being home in yourself and in the world. Take a deep breath in and allow all this information, knowledge, wisdom to integrate part of you. Seal it into your cells. And with the breath out, bring your palms together in front of your heart. Left pressing right, right pressing left. The thumb pressing the breastbone. Deeply rooted, deeply connected. Bringing the eyes to the third eye point. Take a deep breath in. Recognize your state. Recognize your Satnam. And breathe out. Take a deep breath in and recognize your aura 6 feet underneath you and 2 feet all around you. And with the breath out, see the lightness, brightness of your being. And we end with chanting 3 times Satnam. Truth is my name. Longer Sat, shorter Nam. Satnam. Satnam. Please ground your energy, bring your palms and your forehead to the ground, thanking Mother Earth, thanking the Gurmukhi language and the sadhus and gurus who created this technology we can benefit from. Thank yourself and thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time. It's beautiful.